Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be unboxing Final Fantasy XIV Online, the tabletop RPG. This is a Square Enix store exclusive, and it came in today. The original batch of these actually sold out, but if you go to the Square Enix store, they have a second run happening, which will ship out sometime later this year. But as a fan of both Final Fantasy and tabletop games, this is kind of the most perfect collaboration. So I just want to take a second and admire this artwork on the front. It's obviously in the vein of Final Fantasy XIV, and it looks very nice on the back. So discover a realm of adventure reborn. And then I guess we can, the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop role-playing game, or FFXIVTTRPG for short, even though that's still long, is a gateway into the magical world of Final Fantasy XIV through which you and your friends can embark on exciting and memorable adventures. In this game, one player will act as the game master, the arbiter and lead storyteller, while the rest of your group will play as adventurers. Together, you will confront powerful foes, interact with a diverse cast of characters, and roll dice to create a story all your own. As you explore the realm of Eorzea and beyond, remember that above all else, the point of this game is to have fun. Which I love that. So we got some character art over here. Looks very nice. And then it has the contents right there, but you know, instead of reading a list, we should just open it and see what's inside. I was surprised by the heft of this. So I guess we'll see what is included. So on the inside of the box, they have some values and instructions, encounter rates. This looks like it's for the game master, the DM, whichever you want to call it for this type of game. We have a bunch of dice. We have a few D20 dice, some 6-sided dice, different colors and things like that. Here we have, the player book. And we look at the contents and different terms playing the game. Different jobs, abilities. I don't know, don't actually know much about this. Oh, that's cute. They have like a little preparing for the game. It's like they made the instructions as a comic. I kind of love that. It's kind of a more accessible and easy way. And it's so cute too. Look at this. That's really cool. Oh, and then up here with encounters, it has like conversation bubbles. This is really cool. I don't think I've ever seen a board game or tabletop game that's done this. Granted, I haven't played many, but still, it's chocobo. And then we have right here, getting started, all that different things. It tells you like when to make checks, when to not make skill checks, things like that. If you've never played a tabletop game, obviously Dungeons & Dragons is probably the most popular one by far. They do make some tabletop video games too, if that's what you're more into. Being a Final Fantasy XIV fan, I imagine people watching this would be interested in video games. Baldur's Gate 3 is a great example of a TT RPG as a video game, where you do D20 checks and stuff like that, and a lot of role playing. So that's the player book. And then you have the Game Master's book. And this is going to be kind of more in depth. It comes with 3 scenarios: the Crystal Caper, Imperial, I'm not reading that word, and then Heroes of Operation, I'm not reading that word. That's kind of the great thing about these games is, well, first off, they're going to sell you more of these storybooks. So if you are the storyteller, you can read through this and you kind of like you can either fill in the gaps, or you can just kind of follow the story to a T, but it gives you all your starting things, and the characters will keep track of that on their own character sheet. But it tells you an actual story to do. So let me flip over, and they got like screenshots from the game. So if you're familiar with the game, you're gonna notice a lot of these enemies and encounters and things like that. But okay, so like right here, it'd be like cutscene, and then you're reading this out loud. And they have like characters and things like that too. So yeah, it's like you're kind of telling the story, but then you can fill in your own things, and then you can also make your own story. That's the great thing about games like this, is that they are very imagination based. So there are quite a few more things in here. Okay, so we have the Warrior Strategy Guide, which is the class you can pick. They have the White Mage Strategy Guide, and they have all the different penalties, encounters, turns, checks, even limit breaks. So they really went all out in making this the Final Fantasy experience. Dragoons, Black Mage. And then here we have character sheets. So this is how you will keep track of your abilities and things like that. And I'm not sure, so we have level 30, level 40, level 50, and then same for the mage, and then the, over here, dragon, and black mage. So those seem to be the 4 classes that are available for now, but this is a starter kit, and I'm sure since they sold out of the first run, if this does become popular, you can expect them to make more additions and things like that. It does come with some maps. So this is the Southern Cave. And we have the entrance and things like that. Investigation begins. Let's go down. There we go. Some more maps. And then we have another map. What is it? And general purpose maps, or whatever you would maybe have a chance encounter or something like that for. You put it there. And then we have all these pop-up pieces, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what they're for. I mean, obviously, like some of these tokens, things that are gonna represent your characters, or well, those are actually side characters, but maybe the tokens and things like that will represent characters. No different tokens, things like that. It's exciting because it's something that I'm not typically into, but I do love Final Fantasy. So this will be some sort of gateway. And then on the back of the box, they have a map of Eorzea, which is cool. So, yeah. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see a more in-depth breakdown, I know the official, well, I don't know if it's like the official, but one of the official Square Enix YouTube channels, they posted a whole like breakdown and gameplay of it. I think it might have been the Japanese version, because this game has been out in Japan for a while, I believe. Well, at least for a few months. So they do have translations. If you're interested in see like how does the game actually work, or like I've never played a tabletop RPG, definitely check it out before you make this purchase. It wasn't super expensive. I think it was like $50 or something like that, $40. I don't remember. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully this is going to be fun whenever I can get a group together to play it. If you like the sound of my voice, or you like this video, or you just want to support, go ahead and subscribe and watch out for my future videos. You know what? Old school YouTube rules, 10 minutes. There we go. All right. Well, thanks, guys. I'll see you next time, and goodbye.